Hey guys, it's Katiepie here from Second Chance Pie. I'm not up to writing today because my mind is going a million miles an hour and my fingers can never keep up on the keys with my mind. So today I'll do a wee video blog. So you've had an accident, you've had a major trauma, and you're now at home stepping through your recovery. Life is different. Life is very, very different. Everything you knew back then has changed. You have changed. Your thought process has changed. Your daily routine has changed. Your independence and reliability on other people has changed. Your pain levels, your disability, the works, there's a lot going on. And depending on what situation you're in or what's happened to you, everyone is going to handle their journey very differently. And there are so many different parts to a recovery that can really just do your nutting. You're at home, you're recovering, you're stepping through things. Perhaps you're lucky enough to be like me and you could walk a little bit. No, not particularly well, but you've got some mobility. I had a broken shoulder, and a shattered wrist and a broken leg while I was on crutches, so all my weight was going through my broken shoulder with a cast where it kept slipping off the crutches while I was living in my halo traction brace, which is a cage screwed to your skull. So you've got crutches coming around this cage and you're falling. So yes, short story, I was mobile. I was very lucky to not be in a wheelchair, to get up and be able to walk. So I count my blessings for that every single day, and I did from day one. You have to be grateful. You have to be grateful for what you have left, not what you've lost. As soon as you start focusing on everything that you've lost or everything that's changed, it's a downhill spiral, and I promise you, take it from me, it's very hard to get back up from that. Focus on the small things, the positive things. Along your journey, things are going to become a little bit very tedious. Your daily routine is new. It's going to be challenging, and it's no longer up to you to choose how your day goes necessarily. You can't jump in the car and go visit people, or you can't meet your mates at the pub, or there are going to be certain limitations as to what you can do in your daily existence for X amount of time, for however long it is going to take for your body to heal and your mind to heal and you to rebuild your world. But in saying that, yes, it can be tedious, but you can sure have some fun along the way. Don't be afraid to be spontaneous. Not everything has to be so planned and mapped out. Yes, you're vulnerable. Yes, you've been hurt. Yes, things are different, and your pain might be through the roof and incredibly unbearable. I get that. I had that too. But I had to have a little bit of fun. I had to. I was going stir crazy, sitting in my own four walls in my own country house, living on my own. I drove myself nuts, let alone the dogs. They didn't want to know me after a few weeks. I got an offer one night to go into town. Now I live a 50-minute drive away from town. I live in the country, so it's, picture me not driving and saying yes to going into town to go clubbing with some friends. I lived in a cage. I look like a monster. I look like a walking satellite dish. There was nothing subtle about it whatsoever. You went out in public, everyone stopped talking, looked your way and said, what the hell is that? And you had some explaining to do. Add crutches to that and a cast and a lower leg cast. Yeah, you're quite a sight. And you haven't had a shower in 3 months, and you haven't washed your hair in 3 months, and your hair is falling out, and all you've got is a shower and a can. Smelling pretty. I said yes to going into town. How did I get there? I got a very expensive taxi into the train station, which was only a 15-minute drive away from my house. So, caught the train at 9 o'clock at night into town, which is a 50-minute train ride as well into the CBD city, with a bunch of weirdos on the train looking at me thinking, man, you think we're weird? Check this girl out. Got into town, met up with my friends at a club. I still can't believe I did this, but it is one of the highlights of my life. I cleared that dance floor within seconds. I didn't have to worry about getting all cozy and hustle and bustle and sticky next to people. I cleared that dance floor. I was a girl in a cage who was disabled in the club dancing. That floor was mine. And I danced. And it was hilarious. I was in so much pain and I didn't care. I was on some amazing painkillers and I was having a good night. It was so good to be out of my comfort zone, out of my four walls with people. I got the invite, I said yes. The trip home was an interesting one at 3 o'clock in the morning on the train with a bunch of security guards and some very drunk passengers all the way home. Some interesting conversations. Some scenes I wish had never happened and forget about. That's another story for another time. My point to you is try, and it's going to take a lot of energy, it's going to take a lot of effort, and you might be completely exhausted afterwards, but if you can do something completely spontaneous that takes you away from your situation and just for a moment makes you feel like you can actually do something, I say do it. Go for it. If you're not putting yourself in harm's way, yeah, there's risk involved in certain things, but hey, go for it. Why not? I went clubbing in the Halo. I caught public trains in the Halo. I dated in the Halo for 3 weeks. Hadn't had a shower in 3 months, and I did not smell pretty. And I dated in the Halo. I thought, well, I'm in a Halo. What's the worst that can happen? That was lesson learned, experience. Don't date in the Halo. No, date in the Halo. If you want to date, date. Live a little, enjoy each day as it comes. Life is going to be challenging for some time, so you've got to have these small moments that get you going, that make you laugh, that you can look back on in years to come and have a jolly good laugh about things. So that's my message to you tonight. If you wake up tomorrow and someone says, hey, how about we do this today? You're exhausted, you're tired, you're in pain. Before you jump in and say no, think, well, maybe just this once. Maybe today. Alright. Heal well, my friends. Bye.